Body count?
Body count?
Yeah.
I have it in my notes app, but I'm pretty ssure it's either 5 or 6.
28.
20 and up.
16.
Probably 30.
4.
25.
So my body count is 500, and it got me thinking, what is the average person's?
This is the world that we live in, and I want my innocence back. I'm taking my thoughts back from a world that made me believe that having a high body count or sleeping with multiple people was something to boast about. People saying I would crack her or I've already cracked him. But it's no surprise for me when people like Kim Kardashian and Kylie Jenner have become some of the biggest influencers in our entire generation. Those two, along thousands of other influencers, have taught this entire generation that sex is meaningless. It has no purpose outside of just being pleasurable. It's okay to wear what you want to wear as long as you feel good about yourself. And one night stands are a perfectly acceptable and good thing to do. After all, we are a generation that is exploring their sexuality, right? All these are tricks that us, the people, have bought into. You yourself, in some way or another, even myself, have been influenced by these things. So what are you going to do about it? The truth is, when I look at our generation, I sometimes think we might be cooked. Imagine looking at your younger self and telling that innocent, excited, pure kid who was just looking forward to hanging out with their friends and being at school, the world that they would encounter and the things that they would have to endure and go through as they grew up. You, as a little child, had no idea the things that they were going to encounter, the world that they were going to be raised in. With the touch of a few buttons, this child would grow up in a world with unlimited access to explicit content, something that kings of generations past would never have been able to see with their own eyes. That kid would see people in the streets not only willing to expose their body counts, but also boast about how many people they have slept with. They would have to navigate a world where two people could meet in a club, have maybe 5 sentences of conversation, and end up sleeping together that very night, not knowing their backstory, who they are, what their family is like, giving up the most intimate part of themselves to somebody else, and possibly forgetting their name and facial features within that same month. And that's not even the darkest part of what we're talking about, because the truth is, some of us don't support these outward things that we can see in the world today. Because even if you don't agree with the behavior of these people, the truth is there might be something within ourselves that we are struggling with too. Statistics say that 60% of American adults have watched explicit content at least once in their life. You may not boast of your body counts or talk about the sexual interactions that you have with people, or even show your body online for attention, but the truth is there might be something that we are doing in the dark that we wouldn't want to be exposed either. Because the truth is, what is done in public might be more destructive than what is done in the dark, but what is done in the dark can be just as corrupting to our soul as that which is done in public. Let's flash back again to you as a kid, and let me ask you a couple questions about you as a child. What kind of world would you create for that kid? What environment would you surround him or her with? How would you protect them and keep them safe from the things in this world? Would the friends you have now be the people that you would say that kid should be surrounded by? And what lengths would you go to protect that child's innocence? This is the reality that we live in. This is the world and environment that we are currently surrounded by. The question is not if you are going to encounter these scenarios, people's thinking or thoughts, but how are you changing currently yourself and the world and environment around you today? Here's what Jesus had to say in Matthew chapter 18, verse 3 to 4. Truly I say to you, unless you turn and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. The first point that I want to bring up to take our innocence back is that a child does not take advantage of others for their own gain. So many celebrities, influencers, actors, actresses, singers, and artists out there have taken advantage of other people in order to gain for themselves. So examine your life and look at the way you live in the workplace and with your family and friends, and see how you can be accountable, responsible, and take initiative for your own life to be a good, godly person. Number 2 is that children have trust and faith in their fathers. When we look at a child, when they have a good relationship with their father, they often don't mistrust them. They put their trust and their faith in their lives in the hand of their father. In the same way, we need to entrust our lives to our Heavenly Father, who has good plans for us, who wants to do the best for us, whether it's suffering or whether it's hurt or pain or whether it's blessings. each and every one of these things will continue to help us going in this world and to be a light that changes the surrounding environments we are in. And thirdly, children love naturally. They simply love people. And when they meet somebody, within a couple of minutes, they can be the bestest of friends, going around the place and playing together. We as Christians need to be people who pour out endless love. It doesn't matter whether someone boasts of their sexual encounters or about how many bodies or the attention that they drag online from people by their physical appearances. It does not matter. We have to be people who choose to pour out our love, to give ourselves, to sacrifice of ourselves in order to help this person see the love of God and the great love of Jesus Christ, that he would lay down his life for this one soul. So this is the conclusion of my video, and I would want to tell you to love those people around you. The more you introduce people to the love of Jesus Christ, they won't seek that love and attention from men or from women or from status or money. They will seek the love of Jesus Christ when you share that love with them. So be someone who loves exceptionally, who loves with no end to it, who loves and gives of themselves without asking in return. God bless you. Subscribe, share this video with a friend, and help them to reclaim and take back the innocence that was once stolen from them. Comment how other people can reclaim their innocence and purity today. God bless you and have a wonderful day.